Spring is officially here, and with it, the annual spring cleanup that follows. Some community members have begun to burn their excess leaves, brush, and lawn clippings. But as we find out in this next piece, this practice is unnecessary and in some cases, very dangerous.
Right off the bat, burning garbage is illegal. There is a bylaw in council. You're not allowed to burn your garbage. You're not allowed to burn your yards. Burning the grass in your yard does absolutely nothing for it.
The Environment Office tells us that the burning doesn't actually help, that the grass will normally return green. It doesn't need to be burnt before. And we're hoping that the community members will respect that.
We have to look at being respectful for our neighbors. You know, we have a lot of elderly people, especially in the village area, that have health problems, respiratory problems, and burning your grass. Of course, you know, people think it makes their grass grow faster. It really doesn't. Burning your grass and leaves, it's usually wet. It makes a lot of smoke and can cause problems for these people that do have health problems. So we get a lot of calls going to houses and, you know, telling people, look, you got to shut it out.
We've had a few incidences where small grass fires have gotten away and done major damage. Someone started a grass fire on the 138, and that affected Buddy Goodleaf's operation. That was 3 or 4 years ago, and then last year we had an incident across from Kahnawake Golf Club where a minor fire started and got away and did a fair amount of damage to the person's house. We suspect, well, we know that the fire by Buddy's was intentionally set, whereas the one across on the golf club was an accident. But we're just trying to promote the idea that a small fire can easily get away.
Speaking specifically about last year, it was mid-April or so to the end of May, we responded to, I believe it was just over 32 brush fires, which for our department is very big. If we're sitting out at address XYZ fighting a grass fire and a house fire comes in, or even because of the way our department works, somebody has a heart attack, you're taking away the resources for a true emergency, where a grass fire is, in my opinion, stupidity. There's absolutely no reason for a grass fire.
A message to the young people, or supposed young people, you may think it's a prank, or you may think that it's an innocent thing you're doing, but it can easily result in damage to property and putting the life of the people, putting it out in the way. So we don't want any firefighters hurt. We don't want anybody hurt.
Call the peacekeepers, 632-6505. Tell them you have a grass fire. Tell them where it is and what's nearby if you can. Okay, and then they'll page us. They'll tell us what we need.
And of course, if there ever is an emergency, you know, either if you started a fire or not, you know, you always call the peacekeepers first, and we're going to get there, and the fire brigade is going to get there in case of any emergency at any time.